In this page screen review, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about the software Pagescreen. If you have any questions, please comment them down below, and I'll also be sure to leave a discounted link down there so you can always get your money's worth for Pagescreen. Pagescreen is a software that helps you monitor visual changes to any website. This is what you should see once you've either created your account or even logged in. So as you can see, this is the main dashboard page and there's not too much going on to begin with. I'm going to quickly go over each feature, and then throughout the review I'm going to dive deeper into each feature and show you what they do within the Pagescreen software. So starting off, in the top left hand corner right here is the Pagescreen logo. You can actually see that it is clickable like most softwares, and if you go ahead and click on that, it should take you to the main page or the dashboard page. Right below that on the left hand side we have the dashboard page. This is the page we are on now, where it has a little welcome to Pagescreen text and a subtext below it. Take a few seconds to try out our capturing tool or start monitoring your competitor's website straight away. You can click one of these two things. You can either start monitoring or even take a capture. Right below that on the left hand side we have a captures section. This is where it actually shows you your captures. As you can see, we've got 0 out of 1,000 right now, and it has all that stuff there. Right below that we have our monitoring section. You can see the same thing as the capturing section. It has 0 out of 5, so we don't have as many monitoring sections as we do for the captures one. Right below that there is the template section. This is where any templates are. Right below that there's the integration section, and then finally the my account section. One more thing below that is the contact our support. This is a good feature on the software because you can actually go ahead and contact any support if there are any problems with the software, and that's good to actually uphold the software and reviews. All the way over to the top right hand side you have your account settings. If you hover over this, you have your profile, settings, billing, team, and a sign out option if you want to. To the left of that you have your email. Mine is covered right now. And then to the left of that you have the upgrade now. Currently we're on the free trial. We have 15 days left in the trial, but if you like the software after that you can go ahead and upgrade it. All the way back to the left you have this section right here. Once you click on that, it actually removes the left hand side area, and if you click on it again it should bring it right back. So next I'm going to go ahead and go through these two little areas in the main dashboard section once you've actually created your account. So we're going to go ahead and click on the start monitoring section. You get alerted on web pages, updates, important news, or even just small adjustments. So if you want to go ahead and follow through with that, you can go ahead and click this yellow button right below it, start monitoring. Once you have clicked that, you should land on this page. Now this page is just the area where you set up all the new monitoring stuff. As you can see, we are on the single monitor section, or you can even bulk import. We're going to stay on this section for now. We've got the URL, the name, the interval, advanced mode, and a scheduling summary. I'm going to go ahead and just type in a random URL that we'd like to capture. I went ahead and actually just put in youtube.com in case there's any updates to YouTube and you actually want to see what updates there are and when they were actually made. So we're going to go with youtube.com as a final URL, and next I'm going to move into the name. So what this section is just the name of the page. You can go ahead and type that in yourself, or it says if empty will automatically retrieve the page's title. We know the name of the website, so I'm just going to go ahead and type in YouTube. The interval is how often captures will be taken. You can either set it to daily, hourly, weekly, or even monthly if you wish. We're going to go ahead and make it weekly. Next you can either turn on the advanced mode. If you choose that, then it should open up this section right here. You can choose a weekday, which would actually trigger the monitoring. You can either choose Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or even Sunday. So you can choose any day of the week to actually trigger the monitoring. We're going to go with Monday just because it's the start of the week. And then you can actually change your capture time and even your time zone. We're going to go ahead and keep the time zone in Europe, and then we're going to change the capture time to, let's say, 1 PM. You can change it to any time if you wish. We're going to keep the minutes the same, whereas you can also even change the minutes. And then it should give you a little scheduling summary. We'll create a first capture just after the creation of the monitor, then every Monday at 1 PM. You can go ahead and add a delay if you wish, delay between page load and capture. We're going to go ahead and just not add delay because we don't want that. Once you've gone ahead and actually wrote in all the information that you want, you can actually go ahead and click next step. So next it should take you to the choose a template section, and I'm going to go ahead and actually create a template. This should open up this section, the template name, capture the entire page, viewport, and the file format. We're going to go ahead and make the template name just YouTube because that is the name of the URL we're using. And then for a viewport, let's just keep it as desktop. We want the entire page captured, so you would leave that on. However, you can also click that on or off. File format, we're going to have it on JPEG and not PNG. And then you can go ahead and create this template by just clicking that. Finally, now you've created your template, so you can go ahead and leave that on there and click next step. And there you go, it is ready. You have went ahead and created your new monitoring. You have your URL, your page name, your frequency, and even your templates, where it is all there. We've got the YouTube URL, page name is YouTube, every Monday at 1 PM, and then the templates is the YouTube template. Finally, once you've done that, you can go ahead and just click start monitoring. And there you go, it should pop up with these two sections right here. You can either go ahead and create a new one straight after, which is a cool feature, so we don't have to hop all the way back to the dashboard, or you can go ahead and view the one you've made. We're going to go ahead and view the one we have made. Now it should open up this section. This is now the monitoring section. As you can see on the left hand side, we now have 1 out of 5, and it has the title up here, the monitoring URL, or you can go ahead and create new monitoring right there. This page is just the active page to see what days are active. You've got the frequency, the last capture, and even your next capture. We haven't actually had a first capture yet, so that isn't actually any data. However, you can clearly see where the data would be held within the software. You can also have email alerts, which are on or off. We'll go ahead and just turn them off. But if you had them on, you can change the alert threshold. Down here, you can change all the date ranges and the capture type. We're going to go ahead and leave that as well. So let's say something actually just updated on YouTube. All the way up here in the top right hand corner, you can go ahead and refresh the page. If you click that, it should just refresh it like normal. To the right of that, you can edit this, pause it, or even delete it if you wanted to, if you don't want this monitoring anymore. Next, we're moving on to the captures page right here to the left where it says captures, and we're going to go ahead and create a new capture by clicking this right here. Once you go ahead and click that, it should take you to this page. You can go ahead and fill in the URL again, which we're going to use YouTube again, and then you can also change the viewport and to capture the entire page. Again, we're going to click on because we do want the entire page. It's all pretty much the same as the monitoring section, however it does do different things. You can go ahead and click JPEG or PNG and then click capture now. Once you click capture now, it should take you to this page where it actually says that it's preparing your robots, and it should take a few minutes. It might take around to 1 minute to 2 minutes. It depends on what you are capturing. And there you go. Once it is loaded, you can go ahead and look at the capture screenshot that it has came up with. This is literally just the YouTube homepage without any logins, and if you hover over it, it does zoom in and you can go ahead and see what it actually holds. To the right of that, you can actually rate the capture. How does this capture look? We're just going to go ahead and rate it great, and then it says the embed link, the tags, and the HTML colors used on this page. Overall, there's not too much going on. It is just pretty much a capture, and you can go ahead and monitor this page if you wish to move on to the monitoring section. Now moving on to the template section, this has already been done sort of because we did add a template and a custom template for the monitoring section. So as you can see, we already have a YouTube one right here because we named it YouTube, and it has its settings already. If you want to go ahead and create a new template that you aren't actually using yet, all you'd have to do is go to the top right hand corner and click create template. It should take you to the same page, and I'm going to go ahead and fill this out so I can show you that it does do the same thing. And there you go, I went ahead and created a new template. It should say your template has been created, and I went ahead and just named it new template, said that it's a full page, changed the viewport size and the image format just so I can show that you can change it. If you want to rename them, you can just click the rename section right here, and if you want to go ahead and delete them and you don't want them anymore, the delete is to the right of that. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Finally, on the integration section, you have a few integrations that you can actually integrate into the Pagescreen software. We're not going to go ahead through this in detail since I don't actually have these softwares on their own. However, I'm going to show you what you can actually integrate. So you can go ahead and integrate the software Slack, Webhook, REST API, or even a screenshot API. If you want to go ahead and set these up, there is simple setup buttons to the right of them where you can hover over and click them, and it should just take you through the easy setup. So now all the way back to the dashboard, it should have a pretty much overview of what you have done so far. We don't have those two sections anymore because we've actually done something now, and there is data in the dashboard. We have 2 captures taken, they're right here, and it says when your trial ends, how many captures, and your active monitoring. If you want more of these, you can go ahead and upgrade to the Pro version. And there you go, that is it for the Pagescreen review. Overall, I think it's a great monitoring software and a great capture software. I haven't actually seen any softwares like this before, so there is a few features that I like personally. I like how easy it is just to enter in a URL and add the software and able to monitor it quickly. The capture section is just as easy, and the whole software is pretty simplistic to run through, and there's not too much going on for a beginner. Overall, I think it's a great software, and would I recommend it to anyone? Yes, I would. Anyone who's looking to monitor any softwares, this is the place I'd go to, and this is the place I'd send them to. That's it from me. I'll see you next time.